Last time I reached a huge gap in the levels of the epic quests. I was lucky to be able to even get this quest from Aragorn to Elrond because I'd gone up to level 32. The previous quest was level 30 and then it shoots straight up to 37. Now what I've decided to do about this, rather than go and do a whole lot of side questing to level up, is to go straight up to level 50. Now the reason for that is that the makers of LOTRO, SSG, have created a completely new legendary item system which comes in when you become level 50. To compensate for the fact that the epic quests will be easy for a little while, I'm going to get rid of the jewellery. I'm going to make her without any equipment at all except for the legendary items. For the rune keeper, that means the runestone and one other item. I think it's a rune bag. But certainly wouldn't be able to do a red quest once it became a fighting quest, even with full equipment. So it's a trade-off in the rules. She will now have, when I've done the necessary prerequisites to get the legendary items, she'll have those and no jewellery. So I won't be doing any more crafting to get them.
A strange fate brings you hither.
Right, he says to go and see Eladan, his son, in the town of Thorin in the Troll Shores. But now's the time to go off, well, not go off, but to use the Gift of the Valar package. Costs money, but it takes you straight up to level 50. And here's all the separate components it has. The beatable quest, Virtues of the Valar. To simulate your having gone up to level 50 manually, it has gear, it has virtue increases, it has trait increases. Now, the gear increases are irrelevant because I won't be wearing any of them except for a runestone, if there's one in there. So I've actually gone up the levels. Doesn't want me to do the virtue stuff yet. There's an enhancement for a new item. Can't use that yet. So I open up the other boxes of gear. The new jewellery I won't wear. And that's the package that I've been carrying around for a while. I'm eligible for a couple more levels of that. I'll get rid of this itemware book just by using it. Same with that lower mark acquisition book. Slayer deed I might use some other time. No clothing. Enhanced XP, I'll take that. Any foods and scrolls and things, they're still okay under the rules. But Virtues of the Valar is in the form of a quest. Yes, here it is. I'll finish it. Go into it again. Oh, this is a class quest. Level 50 set of quests for Runekeeper promotion. Right, I don't need to use any of that now. Just figure out what I've got to sell. Yeah, I'm going to take all this jewellery gear off and sell it. Got up as far as gold. I won't be doing the platinum or anything further. So I don't need that gold bar. Just make sure everything's unlocked so it'll sell. But a runestone, superior to mine, that's okay to use. Runekeeper cannot function at all without a runestone, and rune satchel is the other item. Virtues still have to increase from the items in that box. And some odds and ends. Food and other consumables. I don't need riding trait again, but I would like to have the goat for later on in Moria. Right, let's unclutter the inventory by selling things. So I'll tag this stable and the milestone as well, I think. So I can get back here after doing the other odds and ends.
Pray your need is worthy of my time.
Right. The new skills that I've got as a result of going up to level 50. I'll have to compare their damage with what I have. I think the main thing is I'll be trading in to my main rotation more area of effect spells and trading single target spells out. Yes, well, I've got more skills coming because I've got to spend the extra 9 points that make the difference between level 32 and level 50. There are some others I need to go and chase. There are 3 quests that begin at level 39. Each one involves picking up 10 or 12 pages of a book, 3 books, and each book yields you another trait point to spend here. The bigger Valars that bring you up to level 100 or level 120, 130, they assume that you've done that quest, and if you do them a second time, you can't spend the points. But level 50 is different. It doesn't assume you've done all class quests up to 50. So while we are going to go back and do for the rest of the Volume 1 epics, we'll also be doing Rune Master quests. Now, I've got myself a couple more quests from the picks I've just made. And again, mainly, I picked up Area of Effect spells. And that looks great, but it has a cooldown of 1 minute. One of the new things returns to neutral attunement. I have to be sure I'm aware of that. Yeah. I'll go over this more carefully offline. Yeah, I'll put Rathwald's quest
We will reclaim the lost
on
halls
the
of
list.
Khazad-dûm.
So all my current options are there. His quest will lead to picking up the legendary items. But to pick up the other Rune Keeper quests, I need to go further afield. I might as well do some of the Book 4 quests that are in grey on the list because they're the easiest. It won't take long for the level of the epic quests to rise. Pretty soon they'll be at level 50. There's just one more thing. That's the virtue tokens. Yes, they add to whichever token you have set, whichever virtue you have set as the one that you're increasing at the moment, the one you're earning. But if you hit the ceiling on that virtue, they will roll over to another one. And although you can only slot 5, as you see at the top there, every virtue has a lesser passive value that you always get whether you've got it slotted as one of your 5 or not. Almost maxed out my 5 that I have slotted. After that, I can put the points just about anywhere. That's about it. These extra experience tokens don't work the way the other ones do. Instead of giving a blue area of more experience, they just add to it as you earn the experience. So I've got to ration them out. Now there's the Runekeeper instructor in here who can sell me the 3 books whose pages I have to recover.
Greetings, traveller.
But I will have to go and see someone first. A different person for each profession. There's 1 book. 2. 3. Okay, it's Elrond. I've got to go back to before going to certain high level areas, because if I haven't spoken to him first, I'll never collect any pages. And there's someone at Gondomar for the level 50 Runekeeper quests. But here we are back at Rivendell. Slideshow of Bilbo's trolls. Elrond.
Will you lend me your aid once
Quest
more?
for each book.
A strange fate brings you hither.
That'll
Dark
take a
days
long
are coming.
time. If I don't happen to have found all the pages in the areas marked, areas like Misty Mountains, Angmar, then you can find pages for any of the books inside Moria. So the finding of pages from books, they become deeds again. They don't appear on the list of quests. Much later, those will be eventually achieved. And here's the man in Gondomar.
What can I do for you? Will you lend me your ear?
He says to complete 2 quests, which he has himself.
Might you spare a moment?
Each of those is always divided into 2 sub-quests, which require you to fight a boss and do a collection quest, all of it in the most advanced areas west of the Misty Mountains. So, the most advanced areas before Moria. And Numinous, the most advanced area in Evendim. Goblin Town is level 45. So I'll pick those things up as the epic quests take me to those regions. And at some point during the rise from level 37, or maybe up near a 40 by now, between there and level 50 epic quests, I'll slot in talking to Tolk and getting the legendary items. Right, back to Eladan and back to questing. So I'll stop talking now.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Megovanen. What do you need? What do you need?
Govanen. Mind my words, traveler.
Megovanen.
Megovanen.